Welcome back, Leos. Before we get into your first guided messages, I do want to point out your synchronicities, also known as your angel numbers. You only have one this month, and it just so happens to be a master number, and that's 33, okay? I do advise you to make sure you're doing your own research to figure out exactly what these numbers mean for you. With that being said, you guys, I do feel like you guys have come to the realization that you are, in fact, with a divine soulmate, a divine partner, okay? I do feel like this wasn't evident early in the relationship. It may have taken you guys almost losing this person or this person almost losing you to figure this out. I say that because I do feel like you and your partner may have gone through some sort of a rough patch. For some of you guys, maybe this was 3 months into the relationship. For others, it may have happened around the 3 year mark. I do feel like for some, this could have had something to do with some sort of outside interference. For others, it had nothing to do with a third party situation or a betrayal. It may have had something to do with other people having an opinion on your relationship. So there may have been a lot of naysayers. Maybe there was rumors going around or a lot of gossip or hearsay. I do feel like this may have caused you and your partner to possibly question your connection or even be at odds with one another. This tends to happen more often than not. When two people get together, sometimes what happens is outside parties tend to see the connection that you guys have before you even realize what it is between you two. So I feel like outsiders may have realized that you were in fact dealing with like a divine soulmate, a partner. And I feel like that may have made other people jealous of the connection that you guys shared. However, what they weren't really betting on is the fact that this relationship wasn't built out of romance. I do feel like this relationship was one that was built out of a friendship first before anything else. With that being said, I do feel like you guys may have hit a roadblock in your relationship that may have felt like the end for some of you guys. However, what you didn't realize is that both you and your partner may have been going through some sort of spiritual awakening. Your relationship was also transforming at this time. So it may have taken you both some time apart, or maybe you had to step back to gain a different perspective of the entire situation before you guys can truly realize what you meant to one another before coming back together. With that being said, I do feel like this will lead to an engagement for a lot of you. For others, you may be discussing marriage or you may already be married. Whatever the case may be, I do feel like this relationship will take the next step towards commitment. And I do feel like you guys have what it takes for longevity. So, because of that friendship, because of the connection that you guys share and the understanding that you have of one another, I do feel like this relationship has the possibility of lasting a very long time. With that being said, I feel like you and your partner may also be in a spotlight, which may cause other people to have an opinion or feel like they have, the right to put their 2 cents in when it comes to your relationship. So some of you guys may work with your partner, or like I said, maybe you're in a spotlight, but I do feel like you guys are equally yoked when it comes to money and finances. I feel like this person has the stamina also to keep up with you. I feel like you guys have more than just the physical connection. Of course, it's a spiritual connection as well. But again, I do feel like you guys complement each other very well as well. So if there was any concerns also regarding an health issue, I do feel like you will be receiving good news regarding health. I do feel like you guys will be working together to create something, a new project, a new business venture. I do feel like things will be unfolding. Some of you guys may be picking up on a new skill, taking a course, brushing up on an old craft. But I do feel like you will be upgrading your lifestyle or your business in some way. I do feel like you and this person will also do a lot of traveling together, seeing the world together, spending a lot of time away from your home, okay, with one another. I do feel like there is a huge celebration coming in, possibly regarding the engagement or the marriage that's going to take place. But I do feel like you guys will be making a lot of final decisions and signing on the dotted line. Just make sure that you guys are reading the fine print moving forward when it comes to any contracts, because I do believe that we have a Mercury retrograde coming in. But I do feel like you guys may have been surprised by like this turn of events, because there was a period, like I said, where it felt like things were ending, but then you guys made a way out of no way, or what appeared to be no way. But what you didn't understand is that you and this person have something to complete together in this lifetime. Like I stated before, maybe you didn't even realize the purpose for this person being in your life, but I feel like outside parties could see the light even if you couldn't see it. So, I feel like you guys will achieve a lot together. You guys will be getting a lot done together. So this is about two flames reuniting, and that's you two, okay? Rekindling a romance. But this is more than just a romance, although you guys do have a very intense sexual, connection or chemistry. You will be establishing a commitment and a partnership moving forward. I feel like you guys will be displaying like a lot of PDA, public display of affection, moving things forward very quickly. So things will start to progress very quickly between you two. So it's possible that you guys are like getting on, making the wedding plans right now. I do feel like there is a level of forgiveness for whatever past, mistakes that may have been made between you two. You guys are moving forward, letting bygones be bygones and healing whatever part of your relationship that may have been severed or broken. I do feel like there are people coming back around also from your past, possibly friends or family members that you haven't spoken to in a while, that are looking for forgiveness as well, who are looking to connect with you on a heart-to-heart level. I do see a lot of anticipation around this union. So there's a lot of people around you who are very excited about you guys taking things to the next level as well. So you may be with an earth sign, a fire sign, or a water sign. However, it can be any other signs. So moving forward, I just see you guys expressing how you feel for one another. However, I do feel like you guys may also be seeking some sort of like pre-marital counseling. I think that's what it's called. So I think you guys will be looking for like some sort of an expert, somebody who's knowledgeable and fair-minded in this field, who has an objective point of view. So some of you guys may be seeking advice from a professional counselor or therapist or something along those lines before actually committing to one another. So there are a lot of underlining issues that have to be addressed. Maybe your partner or yourself may be dealing with like codependencies, or dealing with like negative behaviors or unhealthy habits that may have been learned from previous relationships or experiences, or even from childhood. Maybe you guys seeing your parents have an unsuccessful marriage or relationship, and you guys want to make sure that you're not carrying on those same behaviors in your relationship. So you may be seeking guidance from a professional before tying the knot. With that being said, I do feel like you guys' union is divinely blessed and guided. So you are being pushed towards trusting your journey. You guys are about to reap a new harvest. You're about to hit a lot of milestones, not only in your relationship, but your professional life as well. A lot of major breakthroughs, promotions, a lot of circumstances will play out in your favor as well. So don't allow self-doubt or fear to creep in, because like I say always, fear blocks blessings. So with that being said, a lot of you guys are working on like getting out of your head when it comes to fear or doubting yourself. You're understanding that, whatever you went through was just part of the cycle of life. It was just something that you had to experience before you can get to this point now where you are. I see a lot of you guys being very generous as well, generous with your time, generous with your energy, your money, your advice even. Maybe you're giving advice to other people who admire you, especially for those of you guys who are in the spotlight. So moving forward, again, I do see you signing contracts. I do see you receiving news from old friends, family members who are looking to come back to gain some sort of closure as well. So maybe you guys are giving people their closure, whatever they need in order to close out any loose ends, to tie up any loose ends from the past before moving forward. So you're understanding now that life is in fact a marathon and not a sprint. You guys are embarking on a new journey. There's a lot of new experiences as well as new developments ahead of you guys as well. And I feel like you and your partner will be making a lot of boss moves, okay? A lot of power plays. So you will be choosing your battles wisely as well. So you know when to hold them and when to fold them. So from this point on, you guys are making sure that you're making like precise actions. You're taking precise actions, meaning if it doesn't benefit like you or your partner as a whole, I feel like you guys are not going for that anymore. You're only doing what will benefit you moving forward. It's like you don't want to waste any more time or energy on things that don't add to your life, that don't bring value to you anymore. So this is also causing you to rely more on your faith. So you're being led by faith and not by sight. I do feel like you're making a lot of plans moving forward. You're placing your needs and your partner needs first. No longer sacrificing like your integrity to get ahead. You're only doing what feels right for you on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level. Like I said, you guys are going through a very transformative time. I do feel like you are embarking on some sort of a spiritual awakening if you're not already in one. I feel like a lot of your beliefs are changing as well. Your outlooks are changing on a lot of things as well. So your partnership is developing in ways that you never thought it could. Some of you guys may also be leaving behind one career and embarking on a new one. Again, this has a lot to do with you possibly learning a new skill or a new craft, or partnering up with other people. But I do feel like there's something new in the works for you guys. So you're also doing away with selfish individuals. So you may be cutting a lot of people off at this time. So if a lot of people, like family members or friends, depended on you financially, or you felt like they were draining you, or taking like your intellectual property, I feel like a lot of you guys at this time will be cutting those people off. And you're not concerned about what they have to say about it, because I feel like a lot of them may be upset about that. They may even be calling you the selfish person, but I feel like a lot of you guys are just done with that. Okay, you're all about, preparing yourself for what's coming in, what's coming ahead. So you're putting forth the effort. And I'm sorry, that was possibly an air or an earth sign. However, it can be any other signs. So moving forward, you are preparing yourself for this new journey ahead. You're putting forth the effort. Again, you're only pouring into people who are beneficial to you, or who are pouring into you as well. So it has to be an equal give and take moving forward. You guys are also reviewing past, I don't want to say mistakes. Let's just say choices. You're also going over past decisions that you may have made, and you're preparing for your future in your present moment right now. You're making sure that you don't repeat the same patterns that you once did before. So with that being said, you guys are asserting yourself. You're seeing the beauty in life and the beauty in yourself now. You're feeling more confident. You're more experienced now. You know yourself more. You're a person of substance. You're seeing that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to. So I do feel like you guys are being more direct as well when it comes to your communication. So you're saying what you mean, you're meaning what you say. You're just straightforward. You're cutting through all the BS, and you're not allowing anybody to bullshit you anymore. And so if anybody's coming around and they're causing you any confusion, I feel like you guys are like cutting it off right then and there, and you're leaving it behind. So you're telling people the truth as well. Like, you're not beating around the bush. So even if it hurts someone's feelings, I feel like you guys are willing to say it. You're not really here to, paint a picture of something that isn't really accurate to who you are as a person. So you're not leading anybody on. I feel like you guys aren't leaving any doors open. You guys are like tying up all loose ends moving forward. So anybody around you who's also like indulging in like gossip or drama, I feel like you guys are cutting those people off as well. It's like you don't want any negativity around you going forward in the future. So your expectations moving forward are very realistic as well. And you're not taking anybody by their word anymore. You're taking people by their actions. So moving forward, I do feel like you guys will be entertaining guests at your home as well. So maybe during the holidays, you guys are preparing to have people in your home, or maybe you're preparing to like go on vacation with like a group of people, family members. You're reconnecting with people who mean the most to you. So people that you truly value and love are the only ones who will be left standing in the end. Okay. So you're establishing strong ties and strong family bonds. You only want like the strongest people on your team right now. You want doers, not sayers. Okay. You are receiving a lot of your wishes as well going forward. So everything that you've ever hoped for, desired for, or hope to manifest is now coming to fruition for you. So I feel like you guys are opening up on a deeper level to your partner as well. You're finding yourself falling in love on a deeper level. You're trusting yourself in a higher power. And I do feel like you're meeting people who have like the same, almost like the same heart as you. Okay. So you're meeting like your soul tribe. You're only connecting with people who, like I said, connect with you on a deeper level or who bring something to your life. So anybody from your past, you're just, forgiving them, but you're not forgetting what they may have done to you. You're just releasing it. You no longer want to carry that burden anymore. You want peace and harmony over everything else. I see you guys socializing a lot as well. Going to a lot of events, speaking to a lot of people, making a lot of connections, and just experiencing happiness. I see a lot of passion. I see a lot of excitement around new projects. I see a lot of romance and pleasure as well. So I do feel like there is this like go-getter, fearless energy around you as well, where you're no longer holding back. I feel like you guys are really stepping into who you've always felt that you were moving forward, and you only want people around you who are on the same level. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into this reading deeper, but that will be available in an extended version of your reading. So this is air, water. This is air or water energy. However, it can be any other signs. So what I'm leaving everyone with this month is to start asking yourself, instead of asking yourself, is this person my soulmate? Start asking yourself, what is this person here to teach me? So I want you all to think about that anytime you come into contact with anybody, okay? So with that being said, my cards are now available on my website. If you're looking to contact me for a personal reading, that's lawdivination.com. All the links to your extended videos are in the description box below as well as the comment section below. I love you all. Thank you so much for your love and support. Until next time.